Hey guys, Urzaban here. Today we're going to be playing Silent Hill: The Short Message. So this was a free Silent Hill game put out by Konami shortly after the Silent Hill 2 remake, and I figured it looked interesting enough to try and play. This game's for free, so that's the biggest reason I'm trying it. And while I am a massive horror fan, like how I introduced Amnesia, this was never my jam. Not because Silent Hill wasn't a good franchise, it just, I wasn't really around for the era when Silent Hill was like the big shit in the gaming community alongside Resident Evil. Whereas like Resident Evil, I played that when I was super fucking young, like 3 years old in 1999. These games I never had the access to because we had limited funds in my household, so I only got to play Resident Evil in the horror space growing up. Then when I got old enough to play other horror games like Dead Space and stuff, and Silent Hill had new games coming out, that was like Silent Hill's era of being in the big suck, if you catch my drift, where like every Silent Hill game that came out for like 9-10 years was not that good, remakes included. But it seems like the series is making a bit of a resurgence, so I figure we'll try this game, and I also did buy Silent Hill 2 Remake, so we might do that for the channel if you guys want. But let's go ahead and get into it, and I'm hoping this game's really good. Okay, yeah, I agree with that message. If you are feeling suicidal, please get help. The resources are here. Obviously, I think this is in the game because suicide is one of the themes they tackle with this, and that was pretty apparent from the trailer. So let's go ahead and start.
Seeking a connection with others is a sign of weakness. It's running away.
I inherently
The
disagree with
strongest
that.
animals don't form groups. They act alone and need only themselves to survive. Those who betray themselves to fit into a group are pathetic. There's no beauty in living like that. I want to be strong on my own, without a group. If there were only someone who would understand that to adult me.
I've got comments, but I'm going to hold them till after the cutscene. This turned rapey real fast. Like, this is a primo rape dungeon here, guys.
But wasn't I just...
I want to show you something. Can you come to the villa?
Oh, yeah. Maya told me to come here.
Alright, so pause. With that opening monologue, when it says seeking connection with... I'm going to start over. I'm tired. I've been working non-stop night shifts. When it said seeking connection is a sign of weakness, I disagree with that. It's not like running away, but the rest of that monologue resonated with me quite a lot because I struggled with interaction. I do agree, betraying who you are just to fit in with a group of people is wrong. But that's different versus just being alone for the sake of being alone or feeling like you're being weak to do so. And if you do feel that way, like the game said at the beginning, get help. Find people who are truly there for you. Alright, now that we're in the game, yeah, I'm getting some strong Silent Hills and Resident Evil 7 demo vibes from this. About the same graphic level as Resident Evil 7 2, which isn't bad, but I'm definitely noticing a similarity. Can I open up this locker? No. Can I interact with any of this? Alright, So when it comes to this rape dungeon, you can only look, don't touch. It's a museum of raping. Yeah, now that I've actually gone into the military, I'd never walk around with a cell phone light on like this, because it makes you a very visible target to be seen by everyone. But before then, I would have, because it was convenient.
This model. Is it this building?
Looks like one of them commie blocks from, like, Eastern Europe. $4267 free. Dom 564213. Der Plains zur Jügerberg von Keenstad? That's either German or Cyrillic. I mean, I guess German. Plans to rebuild. Plan to rebuild Keenstad. An overview. Keenstad, a town with a long history as a thriving border stronghold. In recent years, those in their 20s have began leaving in mass, causing concern. The aim of this wide-scale project is to rebuild Kiesenstadt and restore it to its former glory with the help of the Chinese investment firms. Okay, so we're in China. That's just translation to English. The theme is revitalization. The abandoned properties developed by Japanese corporations in 2008 have long been a problem, but by repurposing them, we can cut costs substantially and better realize our vision for a new Kiesenstadt. Yeah, Kiesenstadt.
Wow. So this place didn't always suck. Our parents dreamed of this?
Yeah, every generation dreams for different things, kiddo. Examine. Plans to rebuild fail a second time. Plans to rebuild Keenstad have suffered yet another major setback as instability caused by the COVID-19 pandemic has reduced interest from foreign investors. Oof. That's bringing up a nerve with me. I thought I was done with the COVID era, bro. Previous plans to jumpstart the town failed to materialize, owing to the monetary instability caused by the 2008 global financial crisis. Yeah, the recession of 2008 worldwide. I remember that. Which forced the plan to involve Japanese corporations and financial institutions to be reconsidered. 2 attempts to rebuild, 2 failures. Due to unfortunate external circumstances, the Kiesenstadt has struggled to bounce back with increased unemployment. The city council is considering ways to revitalize the economy by drawing skilled experts to the area, but as of yet, no effective measures have been implemented. Yeah, that's the unfortunate reality of COVID, is a lot of things that were being worked on got kicked down the road or just abandoned altogether. Like, I remember hearing about that a lot when I was working construction, with so many jobs that just got removed entirely.
Everyone's losing their futures. That's all adults are. A slave to the system.
Preach, sister. And while I wasn't in this part of the world, whether it's Japan or China, the same effect was felt in the US. So I'm thinking this game is going to be very on rails and not very long.
Where are you, Maya?
Pretty sure Maya's dead. Okay, so it's nighttime out because that looks like the moon through the window. I can't really see it too well. Man, kids don't know how good they got these days with graphics, because when I was younger, we dreamed of games looking like this. Now it's just the standard.
Oh, great. It's locked.
I'm glad you realized that after you jerked on it and not by the keep out signs all over it. It's a creepy doll. It's staring into my soul. Okay, so this looks like a basic map. We're here, so we can only go to rooms 202, 203, 204, and 205. Might be able to get to the courtyard view from 203. No exit.
I'm trapped. I've always been trapped.
Oh, that's so sad. I got flowers in the fridge. Why? Huh, that's funny. Information session flyer. September 28, 2021. Okay, so this game's a few years back in the past. Like 2.7, 2.9-ish years. I'm not going to estimate it right, but it's not quite 3, but it's between 2 and 3. To all Villa residents, we have received many inquiries about the management of this building after the recent news. We would therefore like to hold a meeting to explain our policies more formally. We hope you can find the time to attend. That sounds like a way of BS out of actually giving an answer, truth be told. We had to animate that hand. Don't be manipulated.
Maya?
Believe your sense. Yeah, don't be manipulated. Believe your senses. We'll reject it all. Considering that suicide's one of the themes, that's kind of scary to see that. Is that a generator? I mean, you probably need to be a generator to actually have power up in this mug.
Did Maya do this? CB. Cherry blossom. That's Maya's signature. She's amazing.
Oh god, what's happening?
The city's a blank canvas, begging for us to paint it with our hopes and dreams. I want to show the hidden side of girls, their impulses, their urges. What are you hiding inside? Don't worry about what people think. Be proud. How could I ever be proud of myself?
You should always take pride in who you are. It's hard to do sometimes, but a friend like yours could create this. Imagine what you could create if you tried. And that being said, it is an absolutely fantastic painting. About graffiti artist CB. For a graffiti artist, spray paint and a blank wall are all you need. Kiesenstad, the walls of a particular apartment building are the canvas for several artists, with a new piece showing up every day. Social media star CB features her work here. Given her passion for flowers, it's only fitting that her name is CB, which is short for Cherry Blossom. CB's art continues to captivate the hearts of the young, so we reached out to her for her comment, keeping her eyes fixed on her new piece. She had this to say: "I'm doing this to show what these girls feel on the inside but can't show on the outside. If any of them connect with a girl in the art, it's probably because they're experiencing the same thing." CB added that the flowers she depicts on the young girls she paints bloom out of the scars they bear. The flowers represent the girls overcoming past traumas, or at least their desire to do so. It's both sweet and sad. I can only make art of suffering, but it's suffering meant to empower you out of your suffering. That's my vision.
Everyone can see how talented she is. I couldn't be more different.
That's not true. Okay, where's that baby cooing coming from? Oh god, it's dead. It died here. D-U-D. Dud. That looks like some more blood. Or red paint. Either or.
Who's there?
Amelia, are you alright? You asleep? You still asleep? Sorry if I woke you up. Didn't see you at your job yesterday. Still not feeling good. You taking your meds? Sorry for the late reply. I fell asleep. Don't worry about how you feeling. I'm okay. Can I actually kind of get some rest now? I didn't mean to scare you or anything. Seriously, don't worry about it. All's good now. I'm still a little tired, but I'm gonna get up soon.
That's a relief.
See, you got people worried about you. Creep, stupid, insane, crybaby, loser, crazy, dumb, you'll never become anything. Okay, this is probably every insult that she's ever faced in her life. Liar.
What's with this place? Why all the sticky notes? Loser! Stupid! Liar! Crazy! Crybaby! Ugly! I hate you, dumb! Go away! She never said anything nice.
Okay. Makes you wonder if her and Maya were actually friends if she never said anything nice. Thief. It's all your fault, asshole. I could probably go through this for about an hour and find different words like delusional, you're a nobody, go away, you're ugly, freak. Yeah, there's just so much to this room to unpack to where I don't have the time, but I'm loving the theme of self-reflecting that they're illustrating here. It's a little on the nose because the game said right from the beginning it's about suicide, but they kind of had to with the notice there. So far, so good. Data report on cases of neglect. Child abuse / neglect in Keystone. A recent statistical survey has shown the rate of child abuse in Keenstala last year was nearly double that of the average in other developed nations in Europe. The recent economic strife and its resulting poverty are thought to be the cause. Sorry, that was my dyslexia there. Okay. So what's seeming like now is that we are in like Europe or Eastern Europe, but this place was getting funding from Japan as far as trying to rebuild it, hence Japanese investment companies.
My mom loved me.
Of course she did. Slut. You suck, weirdo. You're wasting my time. It's tough to see people basically get so hurt by the negative things like this. It's bad. Oh god, pills. You should try overdose once. And that murmuring, I'm guessing, is to represent how this feels like it's basically suffocating you.
Antidepressants. I've taken enough medication.
I'm not a big fan of antidepressants personally because, like, me dealing with my sister that had mental issues was that they felt like they were a band-aid solution, not a real fix. With that being said, I'm not going to say no, don't take them, but I can understand why some people do have reviled opinions of them. But, if what you're doing is not working and those can help, by all means, take them. No, God, what kind of weird period orgy happened in here? God damn, that was a big cockroach. These things are mutating. An old Scott. It's an old-fashioned razor blade set. I really hate how a lot of games like this fuck up the mirrors because it's easier to do this than actually animate the reflections perfectly. Like, see, you can see a little bit of a reflection, but they just made the mirror all cruddy so you really can't.
This is all your fault! Bad things happen because of you! I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry.
She was cutting herself.
Mom.
Oh, fuck. That was her mother that did all of that to her. I thought that was Maya at first, but yeah, it's pretty obvious that it was her mother saying that, especially if after that flashback where she gave herself all the cuts, she says, Mom. What about you, Anita? You didn't look so hot the other day. I'm fine. You don't have to worry about me. Well, obviously I'm gonna. Taking my meds. Meds are good, but what about therapy? That doesn't really do much, to be honest. Talking to adults doesn't help. Some of our classmates were hospitalized. You don't have to do this alone. I know. I'll let you know if I need anything. And those guys deserved it. They feel bad. You know all of them. Okay. This is starting to take a darker turn. I'm gonna just put a pin in this and we're gonna pretend we didn't read it, but I'm starting to see some signs. This is doing the subtle bending of reality thing too a lot of these games do, where the environment changes a little bit based off the first time you were in here.
Maya?
I don't think that's Maya. Run! Run, girl! I'm not controlling this, by the way.
What the fuck? Am I safe? Where did it even go? What the fuck was that thing?
Goddamn sentient origami's coming to kill my ass. You here? I'm in the studio. There's a monster here. You okay? This seems far more normal. Wonder if we can open up.
That thing might still be here.
Okay, I was seeing if you could open it up and have that monster just be right there and like hack you apart. That would have been hilarious. Okay, another painting. We can examine that in a second. Can we look out these windows at all? I am liking this, and I get this is like a free demo-atized game to show what they want to do with Silent Hill, but it's kind of a little too restrictive for my taste, is the only issue. Okay, and that's the fog from Silent Hill. It's what it's known for in the series. Fog that blinds everything around and traps you where you are to face your own revelations. I find it interesting that the Series 2 is going to other places outside of just the town Silent Hill. And I think the theme is going to be more of this natural phenomena happening rather than it is the location. Infamous suicide spot. Teenage suicides continue at Infamous Building. A rundown apartment complex in Keenstad has become known for its suicides, with teenage girls jumping from its roof practically every year. Despite repeat events, the building, abandoned ever since the development/management company declared bankruptcy, remains easily accessible. The young and unemployed are not deterred by the building's grim reputation, though, with many continuing to enter it, the young graffiti artists using it for their work. Meanwhile, local residents' security concerns continue to grow.
Please. Not Maya, too. She has been acting weird lately.
Okay, so this has been happening fairly commonly in this area, is what we can gather here. Okay, I think all we have left to do is look at the painting.
Cherry blossoms bloom within the grasp of death. With most flowers, the rot sets in, then they fall. That's the price of new life. Not cherry blossoms, though. They bloom beautiful, they fall beautiful. That's how I want my life to be.
Oh, fuck.
Why is she not replying? Come on! I have to find her.
I don't think there's anyone to find, girl. The only way you fall beautifully is if you die beautifully. Okay, now we gotta go back through here.